Hello, brand talkers. My name is Ojibe, and welcome to another brand talk episode. Today we're going to be talking about leveraging collaboration, or in other words, why what I love to title, why you are not making impact and all. And this session is actually inspired by a conversation, an Instagram live conversation I had with my friend Miracle Michael. He invited me to his live to where we talked about leveraging collaboration, and I really wanted to share it with this community. However, when I got the video, I realized that the audio quality had some interference, and unfortunately I couldn't. So I decided to make this fresh because you guys are my first love. I always like to share with you first. All right, so I want to start by asking the same question I asked on the live session. I challenge anyone to name anything of impact that was done by just one person. Anything of impact. In fact, I'm talking about both the good and the bad. Now let's look at it. Like I was reading some publications online, and it was different accounts, but from what I read from the different accounts, it took between 10,000 to 100,000 people to build the each of the Egyptian pyramids. And there was this account online that talked about 300,000 soldiers building the Great Wall of China, and all these things still stand today. There's the Great Wall of China still stands today. The pyramids, they still stand today. Talk about businesses, brands, products, services that still stands over 100 years. Coca-Cola, for example, the likes of Coca-Cola, the likes of Apple, the likes of Google, the likes of Amazon and all. Yes, they may have had the one person that envisaged the idea or founded the idea and all, but it wasn't a project that was just done by the person. They had collaborative efforts of other people and all. So now let's go to the negative part. World War II, or let's talk about the likes of Hitler. The only reason why we hear of Hitler today, aside from the horrible things he did and all, it's also for the fact that he pushed. One of the things he did was causing the Second World War, and Hitler's rise to power wasn't just done by Hitler. If it was just by him alone, people wouldn't have paid him attention. But he brought people like-minded, people that were like-minded, and then they all came together and brought this idea of a nationalist party that we know of, Nazi and stuff like that, and the rest is history. So what project, business, brand, anything of impact can you name that was just done by one person? Now this is something interesting that I came to learn a while ago, and it's transformed how I do business very drastically. Collaboration is so powerful that the first encounter of the first place where I saw collaboration in the Bible was Genesis 1, where God created the universe, created the earth, and also created man. And in Genesis 1, we see God as mighty as he was, as almighty, all powerful and everything. He did that in collaboration with the Godhead, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Remember, when you go down to, I think it was in 26 or 24 or so, he said, let us make man. He didn't say, let me make man, or I will make man in my own image. He said, let us make man in our image. And it struck me, this is God. He doesn't need any help in making man, but he had to collaborate with the other Godheads to make man. It shows me that for us to build anything of impact, we have to remove I or me and replace it with we or us. That's just the way it is. There's a proverb, and I believe it's an African proverb, that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with someone. So, do you want to go fast or you want to go far? And the trouble or the issue when it comes to the African setting or the Nigerian setting is, as Africans, we've been introduced to the concept of competition right from the very first time we were introduced to business in school. We learned about business, and the next thing we saw was competition. Like, know that every business has a competition, but nobody told us that there's a collaboration that should happen with businesses. That's why there are more foreign brands that are quote unquote we look up to them today than African brands, because what we see mostly in Africa, and also I'm talking because I'm a Nigerian, I'm also talking in Nigeria, what we see most is competition. Everybody is trying to like steal your market, make something better than you. And also, you see, I said it, I said it in our conversation when I had my friends Fungi and Jafar come last year when we talked about collaboration. I said if Tesla was in Nigeria right now, there'll be so many Teslas, in the sense that these guys like Teslas will be popping up here, left, right, and center. But what if I have a product that works and there is a gap that is not being filled, and someone else decided that, oh, Ike has a product that works and there's a gap here. Why don't I fill that gap? Why don't I collaborate with Ike by filling that gap? It's funny, like I recently got to learn that iPhone cameras are now being made by Samsung. Impressive. I thought they were competition. Like I thought they were competitors. Why will Samsung be making iPhone cameras? It's something that has been proven that Samsung has a better camera. Like, I don't know, their cameras are better. Now, instead of Apple looking like, it's like, hey guys, come, like, let's collaborate, like, help us make this better. And it is, and it's working. I believe that's why the recent iPhones or the recent Apple products with their cameras are way better than the older version, right? So if there is collaboration between these two giants that are supposed to be trying to eat each other up, how about your business? How about your brand? How about your product? How about your service? Why do we have few collaborations in Africa? Still going back to the Bible, an interesting story in Genesis 11, it talked about a group of men decided to come together and build a city. And not just in building a city, they decided to build a tower that gets to heaven. And the interesting thing is that immediately after saying that they're going to build a tower that gets up to heaven, the next line that you read is, God said, hey, look, come, these men have built this thing, let us go down and cause confusion and change their tongue so that they don't understand each other. But the powerful thing, I never read where they actually built the tower. They only said, come, let us do this. And immediately God saw it as they have already done it, because they agreed. There was agreement, there was collaboration. God saw that collaboration. And whenever there's collaboration, it's more powerful. Like, have you ever tried breaking a broom, like a broomstick bunch, bring it together to break it? It's more difficult to do than when you're just taking off the broomsticks individually. That's how powerful collaboration is. So maybe what you need to figure out in your business, maybe what you need to figure out in that product you're building, that service you're putting together, it's who can I collaborate with? Who has the same mindset? Who is going the same place? Who can I sell this vision with and collaborate with the person? Partnership is stronger. I know here we all, especially in Nigeria, we get easily ached, like anytime we feel like we're losing control over something. Like, it's not about control, it's not about holding control. If Phil Knight thought about control, there would not be a Nike. If Mark Zuckerberg talk about just let me own this all to myself, there will not be a Facebook today. So maybe when you release that product and bring people to collaborate, make it better, because two good heads are better than one. Maybe we're going to have the Facebook of tomorrow. Maybe we're going to have the Google, the Coca-Cola, the Guinness of tomorrow. Maybe we're going to have the Amazon of tomorrow. Think about that, all right? So I would love to hear what your own opinion are. Like, please hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think. You can also reach out to me at brandtokcommunity@gmail.com, or chat me up on Instagram at Ojibe, and I'd really love to hear your opinion on this. Until the next time, it's me, Ike. Peace.